right. Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Geeks E3 2018 live stream. This is the live stream for Ubisoft's press conference. I am one of your hosts. Well, I am your host, Brett J. Rasmussen. I'll be watching this, so you'll be able to watch this with me. Ubisoft is my personal favorite developer when it comes to all of them. EA, Activision, everyone, Bethesda. Ubisoft is my personal favorite. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. That is probably one of my personal favorite franchises. It has had its ups and downs. But there's a lot of games that appeal to me from Ubisoft that I own. I love the Far Cry franchise, Assassin's Creed, as I said before, For Honor, so on and so forth. So this is the press conference. For me personally, I am looking forward to next to PlayStation's. So let's kind of get this going. With Ubisoft's press conference, it'll definitely be very interesting. Normally when it comes to Ubisoft press conference, they're always kind of up in the air. They're either hit and miss. They're either really long, really boring, nothing exciting happens, or they can be exciting. But we know we're going to get another Just Dance, because there's always another Just Dance. And we're going to be getting... well, let's kind of go into this. So, we know about Skull and Bones, which is the big pirate game that they announced last year or the year before. I can't really remember which one. But they announced it, and it's pretty much, did you like Black Flag? Did you like Assassin's Creed Black Flag? What if we took out all of the Assassin's Creed stuff and you just were pirates? That's Skull and Bones, which I'm all down for. I love Assassin's Creed 4. It definitely was more of a pirate game than an Assassin's Creed game, but still fantastic, so fun, so good. So I'm looking forward to that. And we will definitely see what Ubisoft has in store for us. Let's see. We have heard a leak of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I don't know how I feel about that, because we already got Origins last year. Now, what they could be doing is that they're going to show Odyssey, but this game doesn't come out until fall of next year, or sometime next year. I believe that it would be really good to put it in either like that September, August time for Assassin's Creed. I don't think they should put it in Broketober, where that's where you put your annual releases, your FIFAs, your Maddens, your Call of Duties, your Battlefields, or whatever it would be. Because Assassin's Creed has kind of gone up and down. Unity was a bad game. Like, you had your Assassin's Creed 1, and then Assassin's Creed 2, and everything else after was really, really good, and that's where it peaked. And then kind of it tapered down by 3, and then you had 4 that went up, and then so on and so forth. And then Unity kind of just took a massive dive down. And that's everyone across the board. Even I'm a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan. Even for me, some people didn't like Assassin's Creed 3 and it comes to Assassin's Creed fans also. I like 3. I even have the flag of it right here. So, I mean, I definitely did enjoy 3. I think people were giving Assassin's Creed 3 a bit more flack than it needed to be. But Unity, as an Assassin's Creed fan, I was not happy with that game. It was too glitchy, and even me, I played Rogue before Unity. When I was playing it, both Rogue on the PS3, I played that first because it happened in continuity. That happens before Unity. So I played Rogue, and I beat the game, and then I played Unity, and even with all the glitches being fixed, it still wasn't a good game. I love Assassin's Creed because I love the overarching storyline of the present day storyline, and then you have the branches of the past day stories that branch into the overarching franchise of the present day. But you didn't have that. You opened the game, you started off as Arno. I don't even remember if they had an opening present-day cinematic. I don't think they did. I think it's just you start off as Arno, and then you meet Bishop about a fourth or third of the way through the game. You meet her again one more time, and then you beat the game, and then she just comes out in a message saying, "Oh, good job, but we still need your help to find other things," and it was so disappointing, so disappointing. And then you had Syndicate, and then they took a year off, which was extremely smart, and I'm so happy with, and then Origins came out, and Origins, for me, Origins is a very different game, and I think this is it is a good way to go. It depends on how you look at it. Origins feels very different to Assassin's Creed outside if you can climb everything and still do the leap of faith and stuff, but like, you don't have... It's not your normal Assassin's Creed game. The combat plays more like For Honor than anything, and then the gameplay is so different, and then you have the normal, like, you go to waypoints and stuff. So Origins is a very different game, but I think it's a good thing when it comes to gameplay, because it needs to change, it needs to get updated, because people were getting worn out by the same style of gameplay that Assassin's Creed has been going, where with Origins it was very different and they changed things around. And then and that's why that's why Origins has gotten really good, gotten critical acclaim, gotten good reviews, but it sold well, but it didn't sold fantastically well. But with Odyssey, with the leaks of that game hitting, the leaks is saying that Odyssey is leaning even further away from what Origins did. So it's even more different than how different Origins is to the rest of the games. So what I would like to see in this press conference is really if Odyssey exists, which we've already gotten the leak. We saw a picture of a keychain, which is like merch from them, and everything like that. And Assassin's Creed can never leave an E3 without getting leaked. It's ridiculous. But they need to talk about Assassin's Creed Odyssey and kind of talk about what they want to do, and definitely have it not come out this year. Do not have that game come out this year. That game needs to wait and be like, let Assassin's Creed sit. Let these games kind of relax. Let them breathe. Have that game come out. If you need to push it, out, put it in like the March, April time, or August, September of 2019. That would be the best way to do it. I would be surprised, and I don't know how I would feel. I don't know if I would like that or dislike that if they say, "Oh, it comes out November of 2018," and I'll go, "Oh God, like we're already packed with a lot of games that are coming out this year, and I don't need." And we already had a year of Assassin's Creed. Like, I think Assassin's Creed taking every other year, regardless of when it comes out in the other year, is the best way to do it. So that way you can have so that way this game can breathe. This game is almost as old as it's one of the oldest franchises out there. A lot of franchises have gone off or gone by the wayside. Call of Duty is probably, I believe, one of the oldest franchises that are still happening today and is still selling. Assassin's Creed is another one of them. It's not as old because it happened during the PS3 and 360 era, but still, it's an old franchise. So we'll see what we get out of Odyssey. So on our PlayStation podcast on DualShocked, we did our E3 predictions, and we talked about what would be the strategy that Ubisoft needs to go into this press conference. And the one that I said is that they need focus and balance. And what I mean by that is that they really need to go ahead and focus on what they want to do. I think their message can somehow get convoluted, and they don't know what they want to do. And I think that with Ubisoft, like, yes, they are showing different games that appeal to different audiences, which is great. I'm all for that. but it seems like they're trying to throw too much into. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. There's too many things happening all at the same time, and they really just need to hunker down and go, okay, Division is for the multiplayer guys. Just Dance is for, the kids and the casual, and, the people who like the dance games and that kind of thing. Assassin's Creed is for the fans, and you want that, like, the style of game. That's probably their big tentpole franchise. But yeah, I mean, with Ubisoft, they really need to have some, like, a balance, and they really need to just, like, know what they want to do, and really kind of put a focus on their Ubi Arts, which is, I think that I would love to see a Ubi Arts game. The Ubi Arts games like the Rayman Legends or Origins or Valiant Hearts, which is one of my personal favorites, Child of Light, that kind of stuff. Those games are just awesome, and the Ubi Arts games are some of the best parts of Ubisoft. So that is one thing I would definitely recommend them going into. I would like to see more from the Ubi Arts branch from them. We already saw more of Division. We saw Division 2 at Microsoft's press conference. Man, that gameplay trailer that they showed at Microsoft's conference, man, Mark and Spectre talked about this, and God, it felt, oh, that was rough. That was not good. That is not how, like, those are the worst kind of, like, gameplay trailers, is where you have people playing a game and they're on chat. They have a mic and on chat, and you have slow pans of the camera, which that's not how people play. And then you have people, like, talking like, oh, hey, oh man, it looks pretty hectic up here, or hey, go ahead and throw a bomb over there. No, it's that everyone is yelling at each other, and it's like, oh, you effing good, shoot him, kill him, God dang it, and, like, it's everyone is yelling. It didn't feel real. Mind you, it looked cool, and I think that here on Ubisoft, now they can actually spend time and explain what the Division 2 is, how it's different from Division 1, because Division 1 has lots of problems, because I didn't personally play Division, but Spectre has, and Spectre has said, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have played it too. But it's just like, if you're not at equipment level, people kick you out, and everyone is just camping, so it's just like, because it's a third-person cover shooter, you're just cover my cover, and you go, pew, 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 and that's about it. So, I think they need to show off what they want to do, what they're doing differently with Division 2. But we're probably going to see some more surprises. If I could go ahead and have it my way, I'll have it my way. All right, I'm sorry. What I would like is to see a Prince of Persia. I would die. I would love to see Prince of Persia. Maybe I'm the only person who would love to see that, but I love Prince of Persia. I know Mark does too, but I would love to see a Prince of Persia game. Maybe it's just Prince of Persia 4. It's after the events of the third game. I can't even remember. I think it's like the Royal Throne, but it's not that, or Twin Swords, but it's not that. I can't even remember. Oh no, they did. They did. Forgotten Sands happens in between 1 and 2, if I believe so. But anyway, or between 2 and 3. It's one of the two. I can't remember. But I would love to see, like, a straight up and down Prince of Persia 4. That would be really cool. But again, that's my own, like, personal. I would love this. Another big thing that they really need to show off is Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's probably another big game that we've been hearing about. We saw, like, the 2013 trailer, and then we didn't hear anything about it until about last year. And it was like a really, like, just about I believe like a minute and a half to 2 minute trailer, and that is a game that we really need to go ahead and see what that is. I would love to see gameplay and know when this game is coming out. This game needs to come out soon, because you have now gone, okay, we redid it. here's Beyond Good and Evil 2, and they really need to show this game off. Because that's a big game. That's a cult, as a cult following, and I love that game. I love that franchise. I'm looking forward to it. That's another game where I can get really excited for, really behind. So that is one game that they really need to spend more time on and really kind of show that game off. Show us what you can do with Beyond Good and Evil 2, because that's a big deal. I'm probably guessing we're going to see probably more DLC of Far Cry 5, because we gotten the Hours of Darkness DLC that just hit a few weeks ago or so. So we might get just, hey, here's the next DLC, bam. And probably a release date for the definitive edition of Far Cry 3, because that's part of the season pass of Far Cry 5. So that would be really good. I would really like that, to know when people who bought the season pass of Far Cry 5, or, just if you want to buy Far Cry 3, just outright, when you can get that. That would be awesome. Let's see. What other games do we got? Skull and Bones. Anything from UbiArts. There's a lot of things. Again, there are some surprises that we could have that we really don't know of. And that's the best part about E3, is there are some things that we don't know about. Again, this is all speculation. That's the big thing about E3, is that we can always speculate and go, oh, what we're going to see, what we're going to talk about, what are we going to find, what are they going to announce. But with Ubisoft, this will be very interesting to see. When it comes to For Honor, I personally love that game. I love For Honor. I've played that game. I spent a good portion of my time in the multiplayer on that. That was the one multiplayer game where I'm like, yeah, I can get behind this. Oh man, Vikings, samurais, knights. Oh, I'm down. This is what I want. And mind you, I think it was they have done patches, but when it first came out, it kind of came out limping. And now the people who play it are pretty much people who are fans of For Honor. I would like to see if the guy who the game director of the first game, he comes back out and he does something with For Honor, whether it's more content for Honor that's already out now, or in my opinion, what I would personally like, and I think would be a smart move, is for them to just go, hey, we're doing a For Honor 2. We're kind of taking what we have learned from For Honor 1, revamping it and finessing it, so that way when For Honor 2 comes out, it's the game that we want. It's the game that's better. But it would also be smart to do what they did with Rainbow Six Siege, is just go, more content, more stuff, finessing, blah, 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 like they have done with Rainbow Six Siege. Which, by the way, Ubisoft, when it comes to the big developers like Activision and Ubisoft and EA and WB and all of them, Ubisoft is my personal favorite, and it's because when they mess up, when they get called out, and they get called out or they know they messed up, they apologize for it and they fix it. Look at Assassin's Creed, look at Rainbow Six Siege, look at Watch Dogs 2, all these different games. They were like, all right, we messed up, let's fix this. Again, Assassin's Creed Unity was a bad game. Syndicate was already in development, so of course that game came out next. But they really learned what they did from Unity, and Syndicate is a good game. It's a fun game. I enjoy Syndicate. But they took a year off, and then they made Origins, and Origins is a fantastic game. People love that game. Look at Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege came out dead on arrival. It came out, no one cared. It was a skeleton of a game, and normally big publishers would just go, oh, it's not making money. All right, well, let's make a sequel, because, sequels will, a second game can boost it up, and we can get better at it. Where Ubisoft just went, okay, we made an investment on this game, we need to make it better. So how do we do that? So that's when they made the game free, like every so often. Here's a weekend where you can get the game for free, as in, like, you can own it for free, not just like, hey, you can play it for free. And sometimes they did do it. It was a free trial, where you could play Rainbow Six Siege free, and that was awesome. The more people that got to play that game for free and got to see it because they were like, oh, I have nothing else better to do. Oh, I've already beaten these games. Oh, or my friend told me about this game or whatever, and they started playing it, and all of a sudden Rainbow Six Siege is this like big online game that people care about, and it's a big deal. And I'm very, very happy that Ubisoft didn't just abandon it and go, all right, Rainbow Six Siege 2, bam, and probably still have problems with that game. They didn't abandon it. When they mess up, they do come out and fix it. Now, do they have, monetizations that make no sense? Yes, like in Far Cry 5, why do I need to spend real life money for these pieces of silver or, silver bricks or whatever to speed up the game where I can go ahead and get all the stuff I want in game, and I'm pretty much giving it to, like, and again, that's where it makes sense. I'm glad that I can get in Far Cry 5, I can get tons of money, and by playing the game, I can get everything I want, everything I need, by playing the game, so I don't ever need to spend real life money. But then I have the choice to do it. I'm glad that it's not as intrusive as other games and other publishers have done in the past, but then if that's the case, it makes no sense why it's there in the first place. So I'm happy that it's not as intrusive as other games have been, but I don't know why it's there. So I mean, I understand Ubisoft is a big publisher. It's kind of one of the big three. It's Activision, EA, and Ubisoft. They're kind of the big three when it comes to the publishers. They are the big guys, and like, man, they make some good choices, but then they make some bad ones, and there's never any consistency, and that's the big thing that Ubisoft needs to do, is they need to make their stuff consistent. They definitely have, when it comes to all of the publishers, they have more pull from the gamers, as in, gamers will forgive them. Mind you, Bethesda has the best relationship when it comes to gamers. They barely ever treat them wrong, and when they make a mistake, they get called out on it, or they know they made a mistake and they fix it right away. Mind you, Bethesda has their own problems. Whenever a Bethesda game comes out, it's a feature, not a glitch. Kind of thing, so their games like never work day one, and when they do, it's normally the modders are the ones patching it. But when it comes to Ubisoft, it's very inconsistent. They have really good games that are very consumer friendly, but then they have other games that have multiplayer that make no sense, or they have microtransactions that make no sense, or that can be intrusive. I don't know, and that's the big thing that Ubisoft needs to do. I think they need to be consistent. Make their games for the gamers, for the people who want them. You got Steep, which, like, for me, that's not my kind of game. I don't play Steep, but I do like it that they made a game that's very different and it's for a niche audience, and I do like that. The Crew is another game that Ubisoft does. That's a racing game, and it's very much it's car porn. There's car parts, and you can build your car and all that kind of stuff, and it's cool. And that's cool. Again, I don't care about racing games. That's not my thing, but I do know that there are people who care about that, and they have made a game that does that, and that's awesome. Again, it's consistency. Not saying that their games have to be the same genre, but what I mean is that, like, you throw in microtransactions, don't have them be intrusive. Don't have them, be mandatory or gameplay specific. If there needs to be microtransactions, make them cosmetic. Who knows? We'll probably get some sort of battle royale mode, because every single publisher is doing a battle royale mode. So, I don't want one that, like, that's fine. Like, look, Battlefield can have one because that makes sense. Red Dead Redemption can have... it makes sense, kind of, because it's the Wild Wild West. Mind you, that's not why I play Rockstar games. I play them for their single player narratives and the story and the world building. But if you have to put in Battle Royale, fine. Because I know GTA 5 Online is making all kinds of money. But I wouldn't like to see. I would like to see if Ubisoft can just make the games that they want to make. That would definitely be good. And again, Ubisoft is are probably the ones they take the most chances with when it comes to like the big three. So we will see what they have in store for that. What else? I mean, just kind of going right now. We are about 5 minutes away from the Ubisoft Press Conference, and when that begins, I'll go ahead and move it over, and you can watch it with me, and you can tell me what you think and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, it'll be very interesting to see. Again, I do like what Ubisoft does. Ubisoft is, as I said, my favorite publisher, but I'm not saying they haven't made mistakes, but they're the ones who will admit that they have made mistakes and they'll fix them. But we'll see. I think it's just we'll see what they are going to do and that kind of thing. Not saying that Ubisoft doesn't have problems, because they totally do. They have their own problems and they make a lot of mistakes. Hence, like, look at when they announced Watch Dogs, they showed the trailer for Watch Dogs 1, and then the game comes out and it's totally different. Which that game came out. It sold very well, but that game did not do well. It did not get good reviews. It got meh reviews, I believe. So I mean, they've made their mistakes. Ubisoft is not perfect. No publisher is perfect. Even Bethesda has made mistakes. But I think compared to Activision and EA, they take risks. And I'm seeing more and more that Activision is taking risks. Hence the the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. Now we got the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which is fantastic. I'm excited for that game. And Activision is taking a little bit more risks when it comes to their stuff. I mean, they put money towards Shadows Die Twice. That I never would have seen that from them, which is awesome. That's great. They're publishing From Software game, and that's awesome. So we will definitely have to see what is in store, and again, that's where we can go ahead and talk, and we can discuss, and we can rant and say what all of our opinions are, and that's awesome. I really do like that. But yeah, we're getting very closer and closer. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have much more to say. It'll be very interesting. What I would like, because for Assassin's Creed, I would like to. We already know it's not going to be following Bayek and Aya. We know that we're going to be getting a new protagonist. I would like to see more content and more story in the present day. That's a personal thing of mine. I would like that, but I know people could care less about the present day. They're just, let me be a pirate. Let me be in Egypt. Let me be in the Renaissance. Let me be Ezio. That kind of stuff. So, just for me personally, I would like that. And I think the fans who are asking that are hardcore Assassin's Creed fans. The reason why we love the franchise is because of that present day storyline, is that present day arc that they have made. Still, one of my favorites is Rogue, and they've already had that ported to the PS4 and Xbox One. I still need to go ahead and get me a physical copy, because I'm one of those guys that would rather get a physical copy than a digital copy. But again, that's just me. But yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and transfer it over. The pre-show is just about to end, so here let's go ahead and transfer over to the.
She's gonna
pre-show. Right now, I believe this is. It looks like it's a Smash clone. I don't think it's Brawlhalla, but it definitely looks really fun. I always like these kind of Smash clones and stuff like that. So again, the show is about to begin. The timer is in the top corner. So it'll definitely be very good to see that.
We have to pick, and the winner is. All right, here you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's great. You get a gaming backpack. All right, so oh wow, they played to get if you win, you get to go into the press conference. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That's great. They're just like, all right, we need a buffer time. We need a buffer time.
In the fan zone in the theater. Show's about to begin. Hashtag UBE3. Lots of love from everyone here.
All love. And don't forget the post show. After the main show, we have exclusive gameplay from the Division 2. You definitely don't want to miss this.
Enjoy the show.
So here we begin. We are going to see what Ubisoft has in store. All right, let's get this going. Woo! Ooh.
Thank you for joining us here in the theater.
Her mic is just dead.
Online at home, we cannot wait to show you what we have today, and I can promise you, it's more interesting than a keychain.
Yeah! Ah, that's great.
Too soon, maybe?
I love that shot. That was good.
Up in the balcony, are you guys ready?
I swear to God, watch them pull out Alicia Tyler and be like, I am hosting again.
You guys are ready.
Let's go, players! All right, everybody at home, are you ready?
Woo!
Yes.
I don't know if I'm just
ready.
Yay!
Well, if you're ready for the biggest biggest show in gaming, then let's start the show.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Guys, hype. She's like, I love Ubisoft's new logo. That new logo is fantastic. Yep, there's Odyssey. Probably Crew 2. Oh, I think we're going to be getting more For Honor. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Oh, we're gonna open with Just Dance. Okay. So ridiculous. Jesus Christ. I like these trumpets. I'm really down with this. Oh, they're just showing it throughout the whole theater. that teddy bear is just all kinds of into it. She's just like, this is my film, yeah. Right here, right now. Yeah! I really like this, like band, like bandstand kind of thing. I love that. I'm all kinds of down with this. Landing, yeah, yeah, yeah. The sun's still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, it's coming in October because it's Just Dance. But in Just Dance, if I could go ahead and do that to just like bands and trumpets and drums and marching bands, like I can get behind it. That Panda Bear though, that dude, hype. That dude's like, ha, me. Great. And that's how you do it. Just open with that and get it out of the way. That's fine.
Cook, do you hear me?
Oh yeah!
The crew is dead drunk.
Yes! Yes!
Eating your miraculous space chili.
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the crow's nest.
Eat monkey down.
El space chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige, bet we can use your space jelly to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
Ooh.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat.
Main engines are cursed. Doc, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's
Ooh.
massive. Wait, get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Ooh.
Lock down the bacon.
Auxiliary engines. Deploy shield and bring up out now. Brace yourselves.
Ooh, well, you ate buckets of buckets, Jesus Christ.
Gods protect us.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. Yes! Yes! That's what I want! Woo! Yes!
Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
Oh, God. God, yes.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle Schrager, narrative director.
And I'm Guillaume Brunier, senior producer.
We are so happy to be back this year to share our progress on our space opera, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yes.
A game full of wonder, emotion, danger, and high-stakes drama. Last year, you all saw the enigmatic green-eyed Captain Bikini leading the legendary crew of the God on a quest to discover the location and the mystery behind a deep space artifact known as Moksha.
But Bikini has since gone missing. Shani is now captain of the Gada, and she's leading a crew into the deep, unexplored space beyond System 3, when they come face to face with their nemesis.
Fans will have recognized a ferocious young Jade.
That's Jade.
And Paige is back as the incorrigible chief cook of the Gada.
That's right.
We've got two other officers, Uma, the holistic chief medic, and Callum, our chief engineer. And all of these legendary characters will be playing a major role in our prequel.
Today, we are proud to represent our growing production team in Montpellier, Barcelona, Bordeaux, and Sofia. Thanks, everyone, for making it happen.
That's right. That's right. Because you have Beyond Good and Evil.
Thank you for them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
In BG2, you are a space pirate captain in a distant galaxy near the end of the 24th century. At this year's E3, we will be showcasing a new behind closed doors demo offering a first look at our major location, the sacred city of Ganesha. Now, let's take a look at our first pre-alpha gameplay footage.
Okay. So they have a demo. This game is still has a long way to go. But take all the time you want because I want this game to be fantastic.
Sacred temples, beautiful gardens, and bustling shops. But it's also a darker underworld, rife with dirty bars and dangerous back alleys.
Our game is an action-adventure RPG that you can play alone or with your friends in co-op.
Okay.
From the intimate interior of a hidden temple to the very edge of the galaxy, fight on the ground and in space at massively different scales. And all of this
seamlessly. What you will be seeing at E3 this year is only a very small part of a much larger open universe we are creating. A universe we are also building with our fans.
What?
Let's go.
The Space Monkey Program.
With Beyond Good and Evil 2, we want our community to participate in a way that's never been done before through the Space Monkey Program. We want our fans and people all over the world to really be a part of creating the game. So today, we are issuing an open invitation for people all over the world to contribute their ideas, music, artworks, and create original content that players will experience as they explore the world of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And there's literally a universe of ways for artists to express themselves, from giant frescoes to murals, street art, music, radio content, and much more.
To do this, we have partnered with a company at the forefront of community collaboration, Hit Record. And here, to tell us more, is their founder, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, hey! Hey! Yeah! Yeah, I love this man! I love this man! Hit record! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, this guy! I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt! Yes!
I love this theater.
Woo!
Thanks you guys, thanks Guillaume, and thanks Gabrielle. It's really good to be here. I'm super excited to do this. For those of you who don't know, Hit Record is this thing I've been making for a long time. It's really dear to me, and it's a place where people all over the world work together on short films or music or art, all kinds of projects. This is the first time we're making stuff that's going to go into a video game. So it's a little bit different than other like creative platforms that you can find on the internet, because the point of Hit Record, it isn't just to post and promote stuff that you've made on your own. The point is to collaborate. So, like when we're making music for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it's not just going to be a thing like a contest where people submit songs and then we pick one or two of them and we put them in the game. We're going to be really making the songs together. And the same goes for the visual assets that we're creating. So whether you're a writer, a musician, an illustrator, if you're a pro-level artist, or if you're just someone who really cares about Beyond Good and Evil and that world and you love it and you want to be a part of it, there's going to be ways for you to contribute. Our first creative challenges are live as of like now. Someone's at my office pushing the button, like very nervous. You guys are doing great. And yeah, so come to our site, check out the Beyond Good and Evil 2 page at hitrecord.org, and that's it. Go do that shit. Thanks.
That's fantastic. Oh, that is great. That is awesome. Yes. Yeah.
Hit Record's approach to community collaboration is inspiring, and we're incredibly happy to be working with Joseph and his team. And we really can't wait to see what the community creates, so let's do it.
We will be showcasing some of this content at our very first dedicated community event, the BG Fest, which will take place in Montpellier this fall. Thanks everyone, have a great E3.
Thank you!
That's great. That's fantastic. I love it. Their mics are on. Oh, hi, it's Siege! It's Siege!
What's up, everyone? My name is Justin Kruger, community developer on Rainbow Six Siege. And I'm here today to talk about our community. Our community that inspires us and drives us every single day. The Siege team back in Montreal has actually been so inspired by seeing all of the millions of people playing our game every single day over the past 2.5 years. We've actually absolutely loved seeing our community grow, and I'm excited to announce today that the Rainbow Six Siege community is now 35 million players. Yes. Thank you. I wish I could hug every single one of you, but I don't know if my arms are big enough to hug every single one of you. That would take a long time as well. As you can see, as the community grows, so does the game. And as you can see behind me, Team Rainbow has recruited the Italian GIS operators, Maestro and Alibi. Actually, this image represents 10 seasons, 40 operators, and 19 maps that is all free in-game. And if you want to get to know all these guys a little bit better, you can play Operation Parabellum, which is playable right now.
Ooh!
And if you want to see them in action at the top of their game, tune into the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League, kicking off on June 18th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time. The world's biggest esport teams will be competing for 6 months of intense Rainbow Six action. And that's just one of the many ways to enjoy competitions for Rainbow Six. The 6th major is just around the corner and will be hosted in Paris this August. Our Pro League finals will then take us to Brazil in November. Yeah, Brazil. And then the 6th Invitational will once again be the pinnacle of Rainbow Six, taking place in Montreal in February 2019. Yeah.
Nice.
So, whether you're a player or just a fan of esports, there really is no better time to get into Rainbow Six esports. And with the growth of the game, the community, and the esports teams, we wanted to take a moment to reflect on some of our most influential players. Today, I'm excited to unveil a sneak peek at an upcoming documentary that is focused on a few familiar faces who took their love for Siege to the next level. Without further ado, here's the first look at Another Mindset.
Ooh.
That is like the greatest injury to ever happen to me, only because it brought Siege to me.
I've been doing this for what? Since year 1, season 1, right? And I failed, and then finally we start succeeding. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back.
Eu recebi um sorriso, uma lágrima, uma emoção, um riso de umas pessoas que eu nunca vi na minha vida, que eram torcedores da BD.
That's great.
Você tem que realmente botar toda a sua emoção dentro do jogo.
Well, the full release will be at 6 Major Paris. Very nice. Oh, it's the crew. Gotta be the crew. Jeez. What is this? What is this? What is this? What? What? What is this? Oh god! He's like, yeah, this is my shit, yeah! Oh my god! Well, that TV ate buckets. Oh my god.
Trials is all about crashing with style and getting up again. Hello! I'm Tilo, your creative director.
Oh, you're the creative director?
And also Prime Minister of Finland. The trial is back and it's bigger than ever.
So it's Trials? Wow. Oh, we're playing freaking racing now? Are we doing this bullcrap like by playing against people? Cause that's rad. Trials Rising. Okay.
Sorry about that. Trials Rising takes you around the world to iconic locations. You never ride alone and competition is everywhere. But competition is nothing without the players, and our community has always been pillar of Trials. In Trials Rising, we work with our players more than ever. To explain more, let me introduce Brad Hill, also known as Professor Fat Shady.
What? The universe Professor Fat Shady? Oh my god.
You made a mess. Well, thank you, Auntie, and hello, everyone.
Brad Hill.
See, OTHC down the front. I see you. I became a fan of Trials because it's challenging, but so rewarding when you overcome something difficult. But I soon realized that a number of players struggled with the harder levels. So in 2013, I created the University of Trials, a YouTube channel dedicated to mastering Trials writing. Now, before I go on, Ubisoft star players, I want you guys to make some big noise right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, 5 years ago, I was a star player, just like them. But when Red Links began work on Trials Rising, they approached me to design and create all of the tutorial content within the game. It has been an amazing experience for me, but I wasn't the only one involved. 20 community members, known as the Trials Elite, have been involved in the development of this game for the last 2 years.
Wow.
Whether they were track builders, streamers, or speedrunners, each brought something special to help shape this game. Now, if you want to get involved, register online at trialsgame.com for a closed beta happening later this year.
Mm.
Good.
All right.
That's it.
That's awesome. That's great.
Let's go. Hey. We're not going to put a big coming soon up here. I think people are going to want to know the release date.
Yeah! That's right.
You're right. Trials Rising will release on February 2019 on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and the first time ever also Nintendo Switch.
Yeah! There we go. Yeah! Put on the Switch.
If you are E3, come to our booth and we'll show what Trials is about. Crashing with style and getting up again. Let's get up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's great. I just love how, like, ridiculously, stupidly over the top the Trials games are. It's so just over the top ridiculousness, and I love it. Great. One of those, like, fun games where you can, like, just, like, pick up, play for a bit. If you want to continue playing, you can. But, like, it's just one of those, like, fun, ridiculous games. And of course, you have the horrible mess up, so, you know. Jesus Christ. Like, thank God it's a video game and not, like, actually real, because, like, tons of people would die. That's great. That's great. All right. Here we go for the division.
My name is Julian Garrity, and I'm the creative director on Tom Clancy's The Division 2. On Black Friday, a strain of the smallpox virus was released on dollar bills in New York City. The infection and chaos spread across the nation. 7 months later, the virus has mostly burnt itself out, but America is tearing itself apart. Washington, D.C. is at the heart of this battle. Under constant threat from dangerous factions, civilians are trying to rebuild. In their survival lies the seed for the rebirth of society.
I like it that they took it to a new place, so that way they can kind of just do a reset.
Keep moving.
I didn't do anything.
Some of you may believe the rules are unfair. That's too bad.
Quiet, you! I said no more talking.
The rules are not subject to negotiation.
Yeah!
Defy the rules, and there will be consequences. Examples will be made.
Underneath! Keep still.
Jeez.
You are the last line of defense for those civilians and for the country. If you fail, history will be written by tyrants. If you succeed, history will remember the few brave heroes who fought to save a dying nation. This setting lays the groundwork for a compelling story-based campaign in which your actions have a clear impact on the lives of civilians.
Okay.
In The Division 2, Washington, D.C. must prepare for the greatest threat it has ever encountered. To face it, you and your fellow agents will need to bring your equipment and tactical abilities to the next level. Once agents reach the end of the main campaign, it's time to select a new progression path by picking a specialization. It starts with the choice of a signature weapon, powerful and unique weapons that complement the rest of your equipment. As you progress with your specializations, you will not only grow in power, but also unlock additional tools and abilities, including exclusive versions of skills. Specializations enable you to truly complete your own personal playstyle, but also to synergize with other players and take team play even further. Speaking of teamwork, I'm excited to announce that for the first time, 8 players will be able to partner up to face the ultimate endgame challenge. Raids are coming to the Division 2.
Ooh! Ooh, yeah! Ooh, baby! Yeah, that!
We learned a lot. We learned a lot from working on the first game.
Yes, you did!
Division 2, we're launching with plans for years of frequent major content updates. Today, we're ready to outline our plans for year 1. We will be launching 3 DLCs in the form of episodes. Each one will bring new story, new areas to explore, and new activities. And the best part, all of these episodes will be completely free.
Yes.
For everyone.
Yes! Yes! I was worried about that. I was worried that was going to be paid DLC.
Where's my Division team? Stay tuned after the Ubisoft conference for an exclusive 30-minute deep dive into our playable E3 demo during our post-show. As you can see, they're getting ready right now, and they'll be playing right after the conference is done. Until then, remember, this is history's defining moment. hope for the future lies in you, agents of the Division. Thank you.
I like that. I really like it that they were like, the best part about Division 1 is that PvE part, so they're really focusing in on that. Destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves. Abraham Lincoln. March 15th of 2019. And you can register for the beta. Alright. That's good. Oh boy! Is it a Ubisoft game? Okay.
Hi, I'm Xavier Manzanares, lead producer. And it's an honor to be back here 1 year after we announced for the first time and released the game. It was incredible. So, as a team, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support and all the feedbacks we received. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we also started a year ago to work on a brand new adventure, and with a brand new hero as well, one that we cherish and we love, Donkey Kong. So for today,
oh my God!
We wanted to celebrate the upcoming release of the Donkey Kong adventure, and what better with music than with Grant Kirkhope, our composer, and the band Critical Hits. So please enjoy. Thank you.
Are you doing Donkey Kong Rapids? That's fantastic. Yeah! Performed by Critical Hit, composed and conducted by Grant Kirkhope.
I'm so sorry, I did not know they had changed their entrance, so...
It changes it every day, every second it changes.
They're mics. Yo, your mics are on, bro. I can hear you. Oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh boy. Oh, Mario Rabbids Kid Battle, Donkey Kong Adventure, yeah! Oh, that's great. Gotta play that play-out music while they put the band stuff away. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, that's fantastic. Ah! It's Skull and Bones! Has to be. Piracy is dead.
It was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. We thought we were. In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. The wolves hunting packs.
That's what I want! That's what I want!
Of Skull and Bones, there are soulless empires. There are greedy trading companies, and of course, ruthless pirate games sailing the seas. But there are no heroes. Hello, my name is Justin Ferry, Creative Director at Ubisoft Singapore. And for the past year, my team and I have been anxiously awaiting this moment to invite you, our fans, to join the hunt here at E3 2018. Piracy is dead in the Caribbean. The Empire is crushing all those who oppose them. So your next big score? the Indian Ocean, home to the richest trade routes in the world, where merchant ships carry cargo worth over $10 billion a year. And you're gonna steal every last fucking coin.
That's great!
First, you need a target. You pick up intel on a heavily guarded frigate, fat with African diamonds meant for the Grand Mogul of India. That treasure will help you claw your way to the top, to become the pirate that no empire can take down. Second, you must know your hunting ground. Our reactive and evolving world is reflected in what we call fortunes, presented to you by Taljeed, the fortune teller. Now, fortunes reveal changes in factions, weather, and the trade routes themselves. Today, Taljeed reveals favorable winds. That means more merchants to rob, but also more competition. And now I'm proud to share with you the essence of Skull and Bones, a shared world where every player encounter matters. Will you fight, or will you ally? This is what we call the hunting grounds. All right, pirates, let's head to the hideout, and have a great E3.
Ooh.
The convoy starts here, in your hideout, deep within the Chagos Islands. This hidden pirate den provides everything you need for your next strike. From your shipyard, you choose the Black Horn for the upcoming battle. The strong winds will boost its speed, giving its battering ram a devastating punch. Next, choose the right crew and gear for the mission ahead. Demi cannons are slow loading, but deadly at short range. Rockets out blazing fast, and deal powerful damage from every angle. With everything loaded, let's head out. The winds are strong and the day's clear. That means more merchants to rob, but also more rival pirates are looking for a quick score. According to your intel, the convoy is sailing past a Portuguese fort, taking advantage of the strong winds.
There she is, without loot!
Oh, that's great.
Strong to simply sail past. Its cannons can blast.
It's going to play just like Black Flag.
Way to sneak by before the convoy slips away.
Exciting, Captain!
Fortunately, deception is another tool in the pirate's arsenal.
Let's roll these blackguards!
Disguised as a Portuguese merchant who tried to creep past the fort.
Captain, if we engage, they will see through our guys.
I like that you can go ahead and change the sails. That's great.
This island provides perfect cover for a surprise attack. What's the optimal course for an intercept? Rigging your sails to speed. You want to catch your victim off guard.
Woo! Oh my god, it is just like freaking Black Flag. Yes! Oh, I'm gonna have fun playing this game. Oh my god, yes! Oh, this game looks so good. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's just finessed Black Flag. It's so good. And then you can board the. Oh, that's great.
Warship sighted! Portuguese frigate ahoy!
Oh.
Your attack has alerted a powerful Portuguese warship. fast.
That one's with us!
The captain's advantage your core. 4 against 1 should even the odds.
Oh, this game looks so good!
Your side forms a tight squadron, using a coordinated battle plan. The enemy strikes first.
Ooh.
The first ship goes down, breaking your formation. Turns his cannons on you. You brace for fire, absorbing the first blow. Your allies maneuver for position. The Royal Fortune acts as a tank, drawing the Commodore's fire. It unleashes its special ability, Siege Mode. Once anchored, it can fire its cannons without limits.
Ooh!
The Jaeger slips into position with its powerful cannon. Its special ability delivers 8 shots in a single blast, increasing the odds for a critical hit.
So your ships are going to operate differently too, which is great. You can upgrade your ship and you can give it different weapons and abilities. That's really good.
To land the killing blow.
I'm gonna ram the shit into you! Bam!
The battle is won. But the glitter of gold can turn new allies into deadly enemies. For there is no honor among thieves.
That's what I want. You want to be a pirate? Oh, it's coming 2019. Sign up for a chance to play early. Yes, that's what I want. Yes! Ah, it's so good.
To the digital space.
Oh, it's this weird freaking game from last year.
We're completely safe.
Yeah, Trent, yeah!
Hello, everyone.
I remember this game. This game was so weird but rad.
Co-founder of SpectreVision. Though we're known for our film content, we're also avid gamers, and the opportunity to partner with Ubisoft was something we had to be a part of.
And my name is Benoit Shea, Game Director on Transference. Together, we combine the storytelling techniques of film with the interactivity of video games, enabling us to create this unique, deeply immersive world with a dark and unsettling narrative.
Have you ever dreamed of entering someone else's consciousness? Exploring their darkest thoughts and most intimate secrets? With Transference, we're bringing a first-person exploration game into a chilling new dimension.
To escape, you must go hands-on to search for clues, solve puzzles while shifting between the perspectives of each family member, and attempt to piece together the mystery.
This fall, in VR and on traditional platforms, we welcome you to uncover the secrets hiding in this mind-bending psychological thriller that will leave you with haunting memories long after you put down the controller. This is Transference.
Oh, that's great. It's a VR game! Yes!
What's going on? Where's Mom?
You're gonna see her real soon, okay? Just hold still.
Don't believe his eyes.
Ubisoft and SpectreVision. I have to look into. What is SpectreVision? I've never heard of them.
I know this rig's a bit cumbersome, but that's always the way with these new prototypes, huh? And all you have to do is just Just be. I know things haven't been so great lately, okay? I do. I've been a lousy father. I'm unable. Lousy husband, too.
You should go to sleep.
You've seen how rotten that's gotten, huh? But all that is gonna change. We're all gonna be together. All of our hard work, reverse the process. All of our sacrifices. That's my gift to you. To us.
Help me! Help me! Please!
Dad? Why are you doing this?
I love you, son. I love you with all of my heart.
Escape a corrupted mind. Transference. Available this fall. Yes! Yeah! I can get behind this. I'm down with this game.
I have waited so long for this. We will sacrifice the world of Atlas to the harvest.
What are we waiting for? Let's get out there.
Go show them what Starlink can do.
The Legion is growing. There aren't enough of us. We need to find help from every planet in Atlas.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Oh yeah! This is like their Toys to Life kind of thing. Oh man.
Going to stop until we end this.
I will finish this.
Man, I really don't know how I feel about this game. Yeah, Starlink. And that comes out October 16th.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Laurent Melville, Creative Director on Starlink Battle for Atlas. Last year, revealed our modular starship innovation to the world and showed you how players could reconfigure it instantly to adapt to any challenge. This year, we're excited to show you what the depth of the open world that we've built and put the game directly into your hands. We're going to take you on a journey 400 light years away from Earth to the Atlas star system. Discover exotic planets, meet fascinating local factions, and forge your alliance. Upgrade your pilots, starships, and gear, and unleash devastating combos to save Atlas from the relentless Forgotten Legion. The mission will not be easy. Atlas is a dangerous place, and our heroes will need all the help they can get.
Yeah, because like the Toys to Life like style is now the fad has kind of died. So, I don't know. I think I need to see it happen in real life of how this game is played. No way! No way! What? What? Infinite Star Fox! Yes! Oh my god!
to welcome Star Fox in Starlink, Battle for Atlas.
Okay. Okay.
It's amazing.
I love Star Fox.
Ever since I started working on Starlink, I wanted to invite Fox and his crew into the game. And Star Fox on Super Nintendo was the first 3D game I've ever played, and I'll never forget that. And so for me, this moment is a dream come true.
And this dream was only made possible thanks to our long relationship with Nintendo.
Yeah.
We can't wait to play Fox on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes!
I would like to give a special thanks to a dear friend with us in the audience today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Miyamoto.
Yes, Miyamoto! Mr. Miyamoto! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh, Miyamoto. I love Mr. Miyamoto. Oh my god, yes! He's like, oh.
So I know you were coming today, so I came with a gift. You know, it's the first prototype of the vessel.
Wow!
So, do you like it? Super! So, thank you very much. So, it is actually a vessel that has been created by the team, and they would be so happy to see you backstage. So let's go and join them. Thank you.
That is gorgeous. I need that. I'll buy that game for that.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Eve. For everyone at E3, please be sure to come by the Ubisoft booth, where we'll have a full hands-on demo for you to try. For everyone else, Starlink will launch on all consoles on October 16th with Star Fox as an exclusive Nintendo Switch experience.
Yep! I gotta buy that now! Need to buy that! I'm only gonna play this on my Switch! Because I gotta play Star Fox! It's the only one I wanna play! It's only Star Fox! Yes!
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, yes!
Check out StarlinkGame.com to pre-order the game right after the conference. Thank you so much for being here today, and have a great E3.
I need it! I need it! Ah, it's Star Fox! Oh! Is it for honor? Is it for honor? I keep hearing people backstage with their mics. It's hilarious. Yes! 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 Because I love honor! Yes!
Streamers, cosplayers, artists, tournament organizers, and all of our players, you are for honor.
Yeah! Because that game's great.
Hello, I'm Roman Campos Soyola, Creative Director. Whether it be upgraded stability with the dedicated servers, release of heroes, constant balancing and new training tools, we would not be here without your passion and commitment. You've helped us enrich the experience. Thank you.
Because For Honor's great. Like, For Honor's really fun.
But actions
Great.
speak louder than words, right? In celebration of E3, we are inviting new players to join. So, if you haven't played For Honor yet, now is your chance. Starting today and until next Monday, we are giving away the PC Starter Edition on Uplay. Download it this week on PC, and it's yours for free.
Nice! Nice!
So come, join the fight with us. But that's not all.
Oh.
Because building on everything that we've learned, we are now ready to expand our world.
Oh! Oh boy! Oh yeah! Samurais got Vikings and knights. Who are you going to add? Oh God! Yeah! Yes! Oh my God, yes! Marching fire! Marching fire! Yes! Yes! Oh my God!
After the great cataclysm that brought knights, Vikings, and samurai to fight, civil war consumed China. Warriors of the Wulin factions fought each other, but failed to establish order. Amid the chaos, 4 warriors of the Wulin now march west. With a new faction, 4 new fighters, visual enhancements, and single-player content yet to be revealed, wow. The Marching Fire update is our biggest and most ambitious addition so far.
And it's an update.
But this update would not be complete without answering a huge request from our community. A new 4v4 multiplayer mode fulfilling the classic medieval fantasy. You know what it is? The Castle Siege. So please, allow me to introduce you to this new mode, Breach.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh, this looks so good! Oh man, this is rad. That's rad. That, yes, yeah, that. There we go. Now it's the crew.
Hi everyone, I'm Delphine Dosset, brand director on The Crew 2. In just a few days, freedom will be yours. Freedom to get your hands on your dream car, bike, boat, or plane and unleash your passion for motorsports all across the United States. The Crew 2 releases on June 29th, and we are very happy to announce that the open beta will be available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on June 21st. But there's more. You can preload the open beta right now, so you'll be ready to hit the road as soon as it starts.
Oh, nice!
From all of us at Ivory Tower, welcome to The Crew 2.
Oh, well, look at that. That's really smart because they knew, like, all right, crew, we got a racing game. We need a racing game because we need that in our wheelhouse. And they're like, all right, this game comes out here. You can preload the beta. The beta happens this time. Here's the trailer. Bam, done. Perfect. Perfect. Like, they didn't spend more time on what they needed because not, like, they know, like, racing games is a very niche market. No problem with that because racing games need to exist. But they were just like, all right, Crew 2, bam, we're doing a beta. This is when the game comes out on the PS4, Xbox One, PC. Bam. Here's the trailer. Like, perfect. Love it. And I will say, out of all the racing games, Crew 2 is the most interesting because it does more stuff with it. In my opinion. I know some people like the realness of Forza or the car porn of Gran Turismo. I just feel like with the Crew, you get more choices. You can like modulate your car in different ways. So. And I just don't play racing games like that, that's all. Here we go! This is what I'm here for! This is what I want! Too bad it was leaked. God dang it!
Child, save us all. If he's sentenced to die. Tell me, Nicholas. Tell me before you let our son go.
Where we begin does not define who we will become. Before you, I see a path. Built by friendship and family, love and loss, war and bloodshed.
Just as like a fun Easter egg, I would just like to see like Kratos shows up. Maybe it's like a little side quest exclusively on PlayStation. That would be so much fun. Ooh.
You carry the blade of Leonidas. Act like it.
The blade is most likely a piece of Eden.
As you write your odyssey across the mountains and the seas, remember, the fate of Greece journeys with you.
Oh, I like this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, yeah! I would have been way more excited if it wasn't leaked! God dang it! God freaking damn it! If it wasn't leaked, I'd be so much more hyped.
Thank you. I'm Jonathan Simon, creative director of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah! Woo! It's great. I'm so excited.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is more than just an adventure. It truly is a role-playing journey. You will explore, on land and sea, one of the most iconic and influential settings in human history, ancient Greece.
Yep.
The golden age of Athens saw the rise of democracy, modern medicine, revolutionary art, and Western philosophy. But it was also a time of war. A devastating conflict between Sparta and Athens, the Peloponnesian War, divided the Greek world and changed the course of history. In this world of contrast and opportunity, this land shaped by the gods, rages a battle between order and chaos. This is where your adventure begins. You, a simple mercenary, an outcast, to take on an incredible quest to save your loved ones and become the legendary Greek hero Greece desperately needs. Our teams in Quebec and from around the world have spent the last 3 years putting all their energy, passion, and dedication into this project. We have continued to transform Assassin's Creed into an epic RPG experience. An RPG in which you will not just play an Odyssey, but your Odyssey, shaped by your actions and choices. And the first choice you'll make at the start of the game is to choose your character.
Ah, yeah!
Alexios or Cassandra?
That's great. I like that. I like that.
And you play that character for the entire game. You share the bloodline of a legendary Spartan hero and bear his mysterious weapon.
Your turn.
I need a spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready. Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share his blood and the strength he possessed.
The broken spear of Leonidas gives you access to powerful range, combat, and stealth abilities that you can unleash on your enemies.
The spear of Leonidas has to be a piece of meat.
And for the first time, we have deeply changed the way we tell stories in Assassin's Creed. You can now truly interact with history like never before.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was worth more than that of soldiers doing their duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest.
And what of the rebel?
I like that.
He should be halfway to Mykonos by now.
Oh, really? You let that lunatic run loose? Are you sure that was wise?
I'm not sure approaching you was wise.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
Over the next few days, you can experience this for yourself here at E3 in our playable demo. And for you at home, here's a full gameplay sequence of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you, have a great E3.
Oh, there's a figure? Oh, I need it now. 431 BCE. Stupid.
Such a beautiful island.
Ah, Mykonos Island, built from the corpses of giants slain by the legendary Heracles.
Read me the note again.
Eagle-bearing Mystios, that's you. We are a small but fierce group of rebels who pay you handsomely to help us overthrow our Athenian oppressors. A warrior named Diocles fights with them. None who face him survive. Please, Mystios, our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
What did your informant tell you?
Word has already spread of you sinking those ships. There's a price on your head.
Whew, that didn't take long.
There's also word of Spartans landing on Mykonos.
So, I'm here to find Kira, who wants me to kill Diocles.
An Athenian ally.
Who's at war with Sparta.
And don't forget the bounty!
Business as usual then.
Gods protect you, Cassandra.
Thanks, Varnavas. But they'll be too busy protecting Diocles from me.
Spotted! Go! I'll handle it!
Oh! Alright, so we're probably gonna see running away. Okay, so you can just grab a horse and go, bye, I'm out of here!
This cannot be good.
You're chasing your own death, mercenary! You won't escape me!
Kick the crap out of him!
What's my head? Come and take it!
Ooh!
You can't defeat me!
I need, like, that spear has to be a piece of meat. I know I keep repeating that, but, like, that's the only thing in storyline that makes it. I mean, again, that's what makes Assassin's Creed different and special.
You should have left me alone.
Oh, that's... I like that. Oh, so you can unlock abilities, but you don't get to just go, here's all of them. You go, you can pick, you have to pick and choose what you want. And what's good for different situations. I like that.
Varnavas was right. Spartans have made themselves right at home. I'm looking for Kira.
What do you want with her?
The mercenary who bears the eagle of Zeus. You got my message.
It said something about paying me handsomely.
Ha! Mercenaries.
Athenians have enslaved our people for too long. Help us free Mykonos from their grasp, and you'll have more drachmi than you can carry.
I'm here to kill Diocles, not go to war.
Which is why I sent word of our rebellion to you and Sparta.
My men are ferocious in a ground assault, but we're outnumbered.
And Diocles fights with the fury of Ares.
Join us in battle. If you're half the warrior Kira says you are, we'll grind these Athenians into dust.
All right, Spartan. I'll fight with you. But Diocles is mine.
To battle then.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes! Yes! This is what I want to do! I can just fight dudes in a freaking battle. This is what I want. Oh, that's rad. Oh, Big Boss Man's gonna come out. And then he's gonna go, hey, you! I want you! And then you gotta kick his ass. Yeah, they really picked up stuff from For Honor. Like, wow.
Your life ends today!
Ooh! That, yeah! Yeah, this! Yeah, this! Yeah! Yes! Yes! Oh, what? Oh, and that is how I feel. It comes out this October. I'm excited, but oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us. And thanks to everyone watching from home. To our teams, it's an honor to work with some of the best in the world. Congratulations on a great show. Yeah. I am an optimistic guy, and I am particularly excited about the future of technology and the positive role games will play in shaping our society. To create these games, we need to work even more openly with you, the gamers, because we know when we do that together, everything gets better. So have a great E3. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love you, Guillermo. I love you. You're great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and cut it back to me. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this, bam, bam, and back over to me. Alrighty then. Woo! Wee! That was a conference. That was wow. There was a lot of things I was not expecting. There were a lot of it was them talking more about what we've already know, like Skull and Bones and Beyond Good and Evil and that kind of stuff. So, which is definitely really nice. But let's kind of go through the list. Let's go through the list and kind of get a rundown of what we got. So it opened up with that Just Dance 2019 opening, which actually I'm not mad about. That was great. I loved it that they kind of did this opening, and I loved it that they did it with like a marching band. I love that. That was actually really, really good. They didn't go ahead and be like, oh, hey, here's a bunch of, they didn't put it on the radio. It was a marching band version of a bunch of pop songs, and they were like performing it, and they were performing it from the fan area that we saw in the pre-show to the lobby to the arena, and that was great. I actually enjoyed that. Just Dance 2015. Just in 2019. I mean, again, it's Just Dance. I will hope that there's going to be some songs that are going to be done in that marching band style. But if not, it's just Dance. You'll like it. You'll enjoy it. It's Just Dance. But we got more Beyond Good and Evil 2. That I'm so happy that we got that. We got a really big, massive, like, deep dive into it. This game is still very much in pre-alpha. This game is still a long way out, which, like, I'm excited. I'm glad that we got to see more of it, but, like, we heard about the game back in, like, 2013, I believe, and then they announced it last year, which is awesome. Last year they said, like, hey, this exists, hey, here's a trailer, and they showed, like, another story trailer, which was great, and then what I do like, they showed the story trailer, and then they showed off the world. They showed a trailer, and there's a behind closed doors demo at E3, so the press will be able to go ahead and play that. And it'll be interesting. But what we saw on the floor, that like kind of like what the world looks like, it looks really good. It looks very, very good. But okay, so then we had Joseph Gordon-Levitt come out, and with his pretty much project, his thing called Hit Record, which I adore that. I think that's fantastic, because Ubisoft is doing the Space Monkey program, which pretty much through Hit Record, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's like studio or whatever, his program, people just like you, just like me, can go ahead and make content for Beyond Good and Evil 2. Which is awesome. That's fantastic. Music and you can make pictures and videos and everything. And instead of just going like it's a contest, it's that everyone's things are going to be in this. It's a collaboration, and I absolutely am a fan of that, and I love that. That's so good. I'm so happy about that. But Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'm still excited about that game, but we really need to get closer to like a release date to this game. This game has been this game has been in development hell for far too long. I'm glad that we know that it existed last year, and then this year we got more of it. But we need to get closer to a release date very, very soon. Then next we got Rainbow Six Siege. So they showed out Siege. There really isn't any like there isn't a second game or anything, but they kind of talked more about their esports. And they're doing like an I think it was an open invitation to it, but like they talked about the Pro League, the Invitational, and Paris, the Pro Paris, like the championship or whatever. And more esports stuff, and they're adding more content and stuff. It's just them like supporting the esports, which that's kind of where it's at. And then they showed a documentary called "A Different Mind, Changed Mindset," Which that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Again, I'm glad that they're continuing showing that we support Siege, and they're not trying to make a second game. They're just continuously supporting it, which is good. It's becoming a bigger game in the esports arena. That can combat a lot of the other stuff, and I think Rainbow Six Siege is one of the better esports games. It's a team-based game. You cannot run and gun by yourself. If you do, you lose. This is a straight up and down. You have to talk to your partners. You have to be able to, team chat and know what you're talking about and know what has to happen and have good chemistry with your team in order to win. That's what I like about Rainbow Six Siege. You can't just go ahead and do it by yourself, or as a team you guys can just do whatever you want, but as a team you win. But no, you have to talk and communicate with your teammates, and that's awesome. I love that. So then next we got Trials Rising. I love this opening. I had no idea. Like the game director, or the creative game director, he comes out in a freaking in a jumpsuit and helmet, and he comes out in a motocross bike down the aisle, and he comes up and he just he gets out, he's like, yeah, and he goes in and waves at everyone, trips over and knocks over a podium with a TV, which, man, that that was great. I loved how much he was like, yeah. I love the personalities that these guys have. But we got an announcement of Trials Rising, which is another Trials game, and it's very much like a racing, not racing, but you are competing against other people instead of you beating it in a time, which you can still do, but you can also do it with other people on the same track at the same time, which that one's great. Trials is one of those weird. It's one of those games that is so odd, but it works. I really Trials is so ridiculously over the top fun, which makes it awesome, which makes it great. I love the Trials games. Are just so much fun and fantastic, and it's great. I love it. I'm such a fan. I'm excited to see what we got. Then we got more about Division 2, and this is what I was asking from what we saw yesterday at the Microsoft conference. What they showed is that they pretty much explained what was happening. Is that what happened in Division 1. On Black Friday, there was an outbreak of smallpox, and it infected pretty much all of the U.S. They tried to quarantine it to New York, but then it somehow got released to other people and outside of New York, and it just got really, really bad. And then, so in Washington, D.C., this is where you can pretty much, Washington, D.C. is where everything is going to come to a head. Either you can become the hero to save America or not. And with Division 2, I like it that they just went, we're going somewhere else. This is not in New York. This is completely somewhere else. Awesome. I like that. 2, it's more based upon the PvE area of Division 1, which that's why people picked up Division 1. There was a PvP part of it, and I think it was trying too much to be like Destiny, where it's hey, there's a PvE section and then there's a PvP section. The problem with Division 1 is that when you played in the PvP, you would go to the dark zone, I think it was, and it would just be a mess, and it would not be fun. You would just either get shot right away, or it was ridiculous. It was not fun at all. So they have learned from that, and it seems like that it's more of a co-op online multiplayer game where you still have your story and everything, but it's more about playing with other people instead of, there's PvE and PvP. It's you're playing the story, and then what I love about it is that they said over the course of year 1, there's 3 episodes. And those episodes are free. They're pretty much not expansions, but they're add-ons. There's more content for them, and instead of it hey, pay $10 for this, it's free. I'm glad. I really, really am happy about that. So Division 2, I think it's one of those things where people need to get their hands on it. You know, because people have gotten a bad taste of Division 1 when that, you know, when the game came out and whatever. I think people need to get their hands on Division 2 to really, you know if that's the game they like or don't like. But we will see. We will definitely see. Next, we got more Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's Donkey Kong Adventure DLC expansion. Oh, it was great. They had a band come out, and oh, it was great. I loved it. They were performing while we saw gameplay and everything, and I love Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is probably my favorite Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, I have my top 4, but Donkey Kong is probably one of my favorite, top up there. And playing as Donkey Kong, I love that. And Mario Rabbids is so much fun. I love playing that on my Switch. That game is so good, and I'm really glad that Ubisoft has such a good relationship with Nintendo. They are the one third party that has been with Nintendo throughout all of the problems. Like, they were the ones who kept trying to make games for the Wii U when no one wanted to touch that system at all. So, I mean, again, props to Ubisoft to just kind of continue, because then with them having that good relationship with Nintendo, they're able, with the Switch and the success of the Switch, they're able to make these games that are great. And then there's another Nintendo property, but a Nintendo extra, but I'll get there when we get there. So Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, Donkey Kong Adventures, that's great. I love that DLC. I definitely want to get that. And you get it, it's part of the season pass. So if you already have the season pass, you already get it, I think, at the end, near the end of June. So that's fantastic. Next, we got more Skull and Bones. We got like actual gameplay and more of it, and just watching it, I'm like, oh, this is Black Flag. It operates like Black Flag. If I want to play a pirate game, that is how you want to play a pirate game. That is exactly, when I think pirates, that is exactly how you want to do it. Sea of Thieves, what caught me when they first were talking about it and announcing it was just the kind of the rare essence, the charisma, just the aura, just like what Rare brings to that game seemed very interesting. But then, you know, Sea of Thieves come out and it's just very barren, and it didn't come out the way that Rare wanted. Where, mind you, who knows Skull and Bones? Maybe it'll come out at Unrival. I hope not. Please, I hope not. But looking at that trailer and looking at how the gameplay operates and everything, I'm like, that is exactly what I want. It just plays like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and all the improvements that they have made, like in Rogue and everything else. And then they added more stuff and they added more things, and it feels like a pirate game. Like, it looks really, really good. I'm excited for Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is definitely going to be very, very good. Very, very fun. I'm going to have a good time playing that. And because it's like an online game, because you can see other players and their ships and everything, you can customize your ship. You can put whatever weapons on it you want. It's not just you can choose like, oh, okay, I'm going to upgrade these cannons and then I'm going to do this. Like, no, it's like almost an RPG, like a pirate RPG, which is great. I love that. Then next, I forgot about this. I totally forgot about this, but this game, it does look rad. They showed a weird, odd trailer last year, and it had Elijah Wood and everything, and it was Transference. Which was that. And I forgot about it, and then I'm like, oh, Elijah Wood came out and everything, and which is his head, Spectre Studios, which I've never heard of them. I don't know if that's just I think that's an actual real thing, and I'll have to look that up. I'm not entirely sure. But Elijah Wood and working with Ubisoft, they are making this game called Transference, which it's in VR, so I would love to play this on my PSVR. That would be awesome. But what it is that you are the son of the dad who's making all this. He's put you into this like mechanism, and you are going into like you're going into either his corrupted mind or something, and it's like a weird horror game. And mind you, I'm not a fan of horror games. I'm a pansy when it comes to that kind of thing, and I'm excited about this. This is probably one VR horror game that I can get behind because I like it's all about tech, and it's the cyber world and the digital world and that kind of thing, and it looks very, very interesting, and I really would like to know. It looks fun. It really looks fun, regardless of how scared I'm going to be. But transference on the VR is going to be so interesting and so much fun to play. Then next we got Starlink. Now this is the one game where which pretty much what it is Starlink is a space battle. A starfighter like simulator. You are in there. It seems like there's a campaign in it, but pretty much what it is that you are, so you have a controller, whether it's Xbox One, PS4, or whatever, but you actually you make a ship and you connect it to your controller, and you can build it as you play. So if I take off a rocket launcher and put on machine guns, the game will recognize it and change it as if it like in real time. Which is very interesting. It's an interesting part, and it's intriguing. But the Toys to Life like style of gameplay has kind of died. So I feel like this is kind of like it came out way after its time. Like I don't know. This is a good kids game. I know tons get like it's another one where kids want to, but like I don't know if this game will kick off, but I think it was very, very, very smart because this is where I'm like, I will buy this game. I will definitely buy this game because I love me some Star Fox. Like that's the other guy that I love from Nintendo. That's the other mascot. It's like it's Samus, Donkey Kong, Star Fox, and Blastoise. Like I love Star Fox, and you can go and only on the Switch you can get Star Fox's ship, and you can just put it on your Switch and everything. Like, oh, that's gonna be so good. I'm pretty sure pre-orders are gone by now. But that's awesome. Like, I think their relationship with Nintendo is so good, and like that's what is able to get people excited for the game, even if people are like are on the fence. People will buy that game just because they want to play a Star Fox. People will, mind you, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle came out and it has gotten critical reviews, and it's a very good game. So people now have it because of the good reviews. But like that game comes out, it plays like XCOM, so that's great. And people who like that style of play picked it up. But like a lot of people are on the fence are like, what is this thing? What is that? People have it in their hands now, and I think that's the good thing with Starlink. Having a Star Fox character to play on your Switch will definitely be fun. And again, who doesn't like starfight battles? And I think it's one of those things where, like, just in general, I need to see actual gameplay. I mean, I need to see in real life someone play Starlink and be able to switch the pieces on the ship, like they were saying, in real time, and see how that operates. Because I don't know how to feel about that game. And I think it's more of like the Toys to Life fad has died, and now this game has come out, so it's beyond its time. I don't know how well this game is going to do. Then we got For Honor. And so they said within the next week or two, for PC, there's a starter pack that you get for free, which is awesome. But really the big takeaway is the Marching Fire update that happens in October, where you get to play as pretty much you get to play as a class, as a 4-team class, a 4-person class, just like you have the Vikings, you have the Samurai, you have the Knights, and now you have the Warriors from the Xiaoling Dynasty. I'm probably calling that wrong, but like it's you get the Japanese fighters or the Chinese warriors compared to samurais, and that's awesome. I'm so excited for that. That looks so much fun to play. I normally play as a Viking because I love playing as a Viking, but ooh, those guys I actually might want to play as, and I'm probably going to play as the bow staff class. I love that weapon. You can just be very fast, and you can just do tricks and everything. Oh, it's going to be so much fun to just do and play. I love For Honor. It's so good. It's such a good game. And then, so I mean, and also if you haven't played For Honor, I tell everyone, go play For Honor, have some fun with it, give it a shot. If you like it, awesome. That's right. It's good. I like it. So, next we got just the Crew 2, and that was the best way to do a racing game. Ubisoft knew that the people who like racing games it's a small group of people. They're allowed. There are people who do like it, and it's a good number of them, but it's a bit small. It's a very niche. So like they came out and said, "Hey, Crew 2 exists. Here's the release date of it. We're doing a beta. Here's a trailer," and bam, done. That's how you do it. That's how you do a racing game. That's how, like, if you have to show a racing game at E3, on your press conference, at your floor, that is how you do it. I mean, I get why Microsoft, when they showed off Forza Horizon 4, where they were like, "Hey, we'll show the gameplay and show people playing it and everything," because that's like that's the exclusive game that comes out every year and it always comes out and everything like that. But like, not a lot of people play Forza. It's not a big grab title, if that makes any sense. Forza's rad, and I would definitely say Gran Turismo from PlayStation definitely needs to pick back up the reins from being the best racing game on the market, because when Gran Turismo went off and kind of went away for a while, Forza took that spot. But I think it's also, what kind of racing game do you like? Do you like the car porn of Gran Turismo, or do you like the realism of racing and driving of Forza? And then you have the Crew, and then you have all these other ones. But I'm glad that they just took a very short time. They went, "Hey, bam, Crew 2, bam." And then the marquee part of they spent the most time on this was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I loved it in the opening of the press conference. They're making the joke about the leak of the keychain, which was great. I loved it. So I'm excited. Of course I am, because it's Assassin's Creed. But what I do like is, one, you can play as male or female. You can play as Cassandra, which is female, and I think it's Alexandros for male. Fantastic. I love that. Because I know that I have a good number of female friends who play Assassin's Creed also, and especially when Unity came out and they Syndicate, you played as Evie, but like Evie was a better character to play as because of how stealthy it was. So that's how you wanted. But like with Unity, they were trying to do co-op multiplayer, and it was all about playing it with multiple people. But you could never play as a woman. It was always a male, and that was a big problem. So hearing that you can play as a female also if you want to is great. I love that. And then they add the whole, you get Leonidas' Spear. Leonidas' Spear gives you power-ups and abilities and combat powers while you fight, which as I was saying during the demo and the trailer, I'm like, that has to be a piece of Eden. Now, mind you, this is part of the lore, the Assassin's Creed lore. A piece of Eden are these mythical objects that the first civilization, pretty much people who are so far advanced compared to us, made these like objects. And then they went away. And again, if you follow Assassin's Creed, you know what I'm talking about. But like, I think that's smart where they go like, this is the piece of Eden. I think that's going to be a big, that the Leonidas' Spear is going to be a big part of why in the present day storyline, that's why you are playing Odyssey. How it's implemented, that's where I would want to know. And again, I understand it's only me and the hardcore Assassin's Creed fan base care about that. Everyone who plays Assassin's Creed, they just want to play in Greece. They want to play in Egypt. They want to play in the Renaissance. They want to play as a pirate, and so on and so forth. But for the Assassin's Creed fan like me, I would definitely want to know more about the present-day storyline. We'll probably get it more from, like, you know, interviews and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get it at PAX or something. But I definitely want to know what the present-day storyline is, because that is important to me as an Assassin's Creed fan. But, regardless, with it becoming more of an RPG than just an action-adventure game, that is a good transition. As I said, that's where Origins did, and now they're doing that with Odyssey. And I think that's really good. I think that's really smart, and I liked it that you can get different. You can when you level, you get different stuff, but you can't just when you level, you don't get everything. It's not just like, you know, it's a tree, and then the more you level, the more stuff you can add on, and it becomes better. It's that no, you get different things, and some of them are passive, some of them will be active abilities, but the active abilities you can only have 4 of them, and you put them into whichever quick slot it is. I like that. It's the ability of giving you of choice and or playing through different parts of the game as needed, so you can change in and out what you need for what's happening in the game. So I love that. It looks really good. Oh god, that game looks so good. I'm so excited for it. Then they came out and said October 5th. And that's where I'm like, we just had Origins come out. They took a year off so that I think it was so that that way they could revamp the franchise. But now we're getting on October 5th. And I feel that they're trying to rush this out the gate. I feel that with the success that Origins had, they're now like, oh, we can do it annually. We can go back to doing it every year. And I don't think that's the case. Now, this game has been in development for the past 3 years. So, I mean, again, it's been a long time. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that it should be pushed back a year because of where I'm sitting as a customer, as the consumer, as a gamer, as a fan. Where it's just, we already had Origins come out last year, now we're going to get Odyssey this year, and, you know, when they have done annual releases, it's very hit and miss. Because this game has been in such long development, maybe the game is actually ready. Maybe they don't need to push it back a year. Maybe they're like, all right, we're ready. Bam, we're going to put it out in 2018. I don't know. Again, I'm not over in Ubisoft and knowing what's happening behind the scenes, but I'm definitely surprised it's coming out October 5th. Coming out on October 5th. Am I buying the game on October 5th? Yes, I am. But I am surprised and a little bit on my hind foot about this game, because this is the first time we've ever heard about this game, and they're like, yep, it's coming out in October, bam! So maybe we'll get more at PAX. We'll probably get more at PAX and, different other cons are happening during the summer. But I don't know. That is, like, I'm excited for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm going to play the crap out of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm most likely going to get a collector's edition of that game, because, yeah. But I guess we'll just have to see when that game comes out, if it does as well as Origins did, or better, or not. So it'll be very interesting to see. But in closing, this was a good press conference. This was definitely very good. I already expected Just Dance and Rainbow Six and Division 2 and Skull and Bones and For Honor, but we did get, there were very few surprises, but with the way that the conference was done and pretty much of what they chose to highlight more and kind of pick and choose, it was a good conference overall, and it got me excited. You didn't have Aisha Tyler. I love her to death. She's fantastic, but you didn't have her kind of like trying to joke with everyone and that kind of thing. You just kind of had you had the logo of Ubisoft, and then you had like a little animation of like what the game is, and then you had the trailer, or you had a guy come out who was the game director or one of the head makers of the game, and then they're talking about it, and then you get a trailer or a gameplay demo or whatever it would be. I think that's the best way to do it. And then you had the little concert and stuff, which I'm always a fan of. I always love those things. I like those. I like it that they have like a little like during E3 they had a concert. Like I loved, you know, I'm not gonna buy Just Dance. It's just not my cup of tea. But like doing that quick opening, and that's all you need. Everyone knows what Just Dance is. You just do that. I'm like, oh, it's Just Dance, and you do that to open the show, and that's fine. That's a great way to open the show. And then you had for the Donkey Kong Adventure DLC for Mario Rabbids, like that was great. I love that. That was great fun. So it was a good press conference. It got me excited for a lot of games. A lot of games. I probably was excited for almost everything on here. There was barely anything where I was like, nah, I don't care. This was a very good conference, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, I think, of course, the game I'm most excited for is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but the Starlink for Star Fox thing is fantastic. Skull and Bones I cannot wait for. Donkey Kong for DLC for Mario Rabbids is fantastic. And Beyond Good and Evil 2, that's another game that I'm excited for. So yeah, but in closing, very good conference. Very good. Good job, Ubisoft. But yeah, that is it of the Brotherhood of Geeks live stream. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I always appreciate you guys. If you are watching this on Twitch TV, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. This live stream will also be posted on YouTube. So if you guys see this on YouTube at a later date, we do have a Twitch channel called on Twitch, twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. We do streaming. We've been streaming E3 all this weekend and through the week. We've been streaming all the press conferences, so go ahead and do that. And then you can also go to our Facebook and talk to us and talk to me, which is facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow me and the channel on Twitter, which is at DualShockedBOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShockedBOG. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate it. And as always, don't play with yourself. Play together. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time.